Many people say horseback riding is stupid and is not a sport and is really easy. Yeah, I'm talking to you. But you know what? It's not. Those people who say that have obviously never been fox hunting. So today, I'm going to teach you how to ride your horse for the fox hunt. Fox hunting was introduced to America in 1650 by Robert Brooke. He came from England, but later imported his pack of hounds and horses to America. Also in 1650, a number of European red foxes were introduced to the eastern seaboard of North America for hunting. Originally, it was traditional for women to ride side saddle. It was frowned upon if you were in English. So, literally everywhere was side saddle. Fox hunting is an activity that involves tracking and chase, but not the kill of foxes. It is highly controversial in the U.S. and Britain, but we've changed that to fox chasing. It's called fox chasing because the purpose is not actually to kill the fox, but to enjoy the thrill of the chase. Once the season starts, usually in early November or late October, the idea is to drive the fox from the ground and chase it from long distances across the countryside. Your hunt mount is your horse. Hunter is a type, not a breed. There is no fixed recipe for producing a hunter. However, it is generally accepted that the finest hunters are bred in Ireland, Britain, and sometimes, to an extent, America. Field or hunt horses can be any breed used for fox hunting, but the horse must have certain characteristics: bravery, a steady temperament, and stamina. The horse also needs to be a good and safe jumper. Tail ribbons are ribbons that are tied in the horse's tail to warn other hunters of something. Red means horse kicks, keep back, and green means green hunter, keep it back. That basically means you're new at hunting. I'm riding Madison today!
Yeah, not me.
No. Madison!
Hi, Madison!
Madison! She's like, what?
Pretty pony.
Alright, when you're brushing your horse, you always have to start at the neck and work back. Usually just a soft brush will do. Alright. You always have a saddle pad because if you don't, it'll rub against the horse's back, and it always has to be about where their hair starts, maybe an inch over. Alright, this is an English saddle. It's typically used in fox hunt, but sometimes you can use a side saddle and very occasionally a western saddle, but that's really not that formal. It just goes right on top of the saddle pad, and again, just a little bit off of her neck. Okay, this is a breastplate. Not every horse needs it. It's basically to keep her from putting her head too high or rearing. It just goes straight on around her neck, and again, not every horse needs this. It just goes around her neck and buckles, but there's also these little things, which I will show you in a second, to buckle this back up. Alright. These go around the first billet strap, which is also what holds your girth on. And they just go on like that. Alright. And then this attaches to the girth, which I'm about to show you in a second. Okay, this is the girth. This is what holds the saddle on, and without it you'd be dead, unless you're riding bareback. Or western. Western is a cinch. So this, it goes through your saddle, this loop on the saddle pad, so that it stays on. Your saddle pad will almost always fall back. And it goes on the second and third billet strap, not the middle one. It's really just there. And then this, remember this loop I showed you before? The girth just goes straight through. Don't start doing your dancey dance on me.
Go, Madison!
It just goes straight through. Bye. Bye! And
Excuse me.
straps on the other side. Again, through the loop.
Get ready to do a dance. Yeah, Madison!
Okay, this has to be as tight as physically possible. As you can see, I'm on the other side. If this was not as tight as physically possible, it'd be like a kamikaze with a gun in the middle of an American airport.
Nice comparison.
Thank you. Look at your gut.
She doesn't have a gut.
Just check to make sure it's all tight enough.
Don't dance. be a tap dancer or a flamingo dancer.
Flamingo. The stirrups just come down. This is basically what comes on. These nice stirrups just there.
Amazing.
And now I need the bridle. Okay, so this, even people need tack, helmet, and gloves. Alright, so this is your bridle. It's basically your lifeline for controlling your horse. Come here, Madison.
I'm right here.
Alright, this metal part goes in the mouth. Come on, Madison. Alright, good girl. Now,
That was a silly face you made.
ears go through this loop right in between the brow band and the crown. Now her bridle is special because she's such a spaz. It has a
Hey.
special nose loop. So this part is basically like her cavison, which keeps her mouth shut. But this goes over her nose and in front of the bit because she likes to spit out her bit. Madison.
I would spit it out too if something was stuck in my mouth that was metal.
This just comes around, and this has got to be really tight because she is psychotic.
Not that psychotic.
Your mom's psychotic. Okay.
That is rude and inappropriate.
But it just goes around, and it's pretty loose. But when you're pulling back on the reins to stop her, it will help keep her mouth open and pull back harder on the bit. Now, again, she's got the special breastplate. The reins go through the triangle. Triangle.
It's not square, it's triangle.
Yes, Maxine.
Just making sure you know your geography there.
Geometry.
Okay, whatever.
And
You need to know your geography too.
and it just buckles, and now you have your reins.
Yay.